Hola, hola, chiquitos. This is your YouTube tutorial on boot verbs. Boot verbs are a group of verbs in Spanish that take a spelling change when you conjugate them for certain subjects. These certain subjects make a boot formation. Boot verbs are also called stem-changing verbs, so they're the same type. There are three types of these boots, so not too many. There's E to IE, E to I, and O to UE. And I gave you a packet in class that outlines the verbs in each of them. So in class, we went over the different verbs that are E to IE. This is in your packet. And O to UE, Hugar special, and E to I. There's E to I. Uh-oh. I'll move that back. Yeah, E to I. So when you do your spelling change in the conjugation, it's pretty easy to determine which letter is going to change. So we know that the E is going to change to an IE. So what you do, the rule is, you start at the AR, ER, or IR ending, and you go one vowel before. Go to the ending, go one vowel before. Go to the ending, go one vowel before. So sometimes it's easy to tell, like with tener, and then sometimes it's harder with the bigger verbs. You go to the AR, ER, or IR ending, and the vowel before will be the one that changes. So if you have your packet, you can take a moment and fill in the verbs that we went over yesterday. The Quizlet for these are already posted. The Quizlet is already posted in Google Classroom, and you will be responsible for learning what these verbs mean and what they change to. So now that you know which ones are in each group, let me show you exactly what happens. So let's take this verb querer. We can see in parentheses that it's an E to IE stem changer. So I go to my end, and that means that E is going to be the one that changes. So querer, ¿qué significa querer? What does querer mean? Querer means, let me get rid of some of these. Querer means to want. So what I'm going to do is, inside my boot, I'm going to put my change. So Q-U-I-E-R. So, because remember, I take that off. Q-U-I-E-R. Q-U-I-E-R. And I'll go to the toe part. So the boot's going to be yo, tu, L-A usted, and ellos ustedes. They make like a boot formation. So over here for ellos, it's going to be Q-U-I-E-R. Outside the boot are these two subjects. They're not included in the boot. Outside the boot, we make no change. So you're simply going to use your infinitive like it is. Q-U-E-R, Q-U-E-R. Now that I have my stem base, it's time for part 2, which is to add my conjugation endings. Pay attention because some of the verbs on our list, notice, some are AR, some are ER, and some are IR. That's why we were practicing our verb conjugations on Friday, so that we would know them well and not have to, go back to notes or think about what they are. We know what they are. So now we have an ER verb, so I'm going to add my endings. So yo for ER verb ends in O, quiero. Tu is going to end in ES. Whoops, I still want my blue color. Quieres. He, she, and you formal is just going to be the vowel, E, quiere. Remember, nosotros always has a mos with it, so it's an ER verb, so E-M-O-S. Here we go with accented, well, let me do it. On the wrong keyboard, there we go. E-I-I-S. queréis. And my last one, quieren. So as you can see, I did two things. I added my stem inside the boot. There it is, my IE. And outside the boot, there's no change. And then I added my conjugation ending. So it's two parts. Let's take a look at this one. So here you can see the red verb. Poder means to be able to or can. Maybe last year you learned the phrase, puedo ir al baño? Can I go to the bathroom? So this was the verb that you were using, poder. The O changes to a UE, and see how these four conjugations look like a boot. So you can see I have my UE, 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 but outside the boot, I do not have that change. It still stays the O. And then I add my conjugation endings. This one happens to be an ER verb too, so I'm adding my E endings. Puedo, puedes, puede, podemos, podéis, and pueden. And that's all there is. So it is two parts to these conjugation, the stem change and the ending. And your job will be to learn what these verbs mean and what they change to. So let's see. Why don't you give a couple a shot? I'll put this on pause. Why don't we do pensar? We can do another stem changer. Let's do, no, we don't want to do those yet. Okay, let's do pensar. Pensar is an E to IE, and it means to think. If you're a pensive person, you think a lot. So I have my subjects. So inside the boot, I'm going to change this E to an IE. So now my stem is P-I-E-N-S. So I'm literally just walking myself down here. P-I-E-N-S. 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 And then go to the little toe part of your boot, P-I-E-N-S. Now remember, outside the boot, no change. P-E-N-S, P-E-N-S. Now look what kind of verb it is. It's not an ER verb, it's an AR verb. So I need my AR endings. Yo ends in O, pienso. For AR verbs in the to form, we're following with that A the whole way through, piensas. He, she, you drop the S, just the vowel, piensa. Don't forget your MOS, but it's an AR verb, so A-M-O-S, pensamos. A-I-S, pensáis. And then still with the A, piensan, for ellos and ustedes, you all. So that's how you conjugate a boot verb, a stem changer verb. And please get practice. Come to me, show me your conjugations. If you're having any trouble, text me. Remember, you can send pictures through Remind. I'm happy to help. All right, hasta luego, chiquitos.